Okay, we're doing a drifting lobby apparently now. Okatama, GP, drift circuit. We have 3 laps online. I have no idea how this is going to go. Really curious, but excited though at the same time. How do I just want to pick my car. Can I do? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we can run with the S15 if we wanted. But the 370's got way more power, so we're going to run this here. Let's see how this is going to go. I think we're all going to be on the lobby at one time. Like, this is going to be nuts. No, I don't even know where my handbrake is on this wheel. I honestly didn't think we were actually drifting today. I thought we were just going to be racing. Okay, so here we are at the starting grid. Now, unfortunately, my microphone just stopped working during this session. It just cut out after that last little clip that you heard. But this was part 2 of our invite-only session that we did online with EA and Codemasters. We had a bunch of game developers. We had content creators in here. And this was our first look at the 22-man open drifting server. This was nuts. This was really cool to be a part of. Just a huge thank you to them for having me out here for this session. But it was a lot to take in right off the bat. I mean, we had 22 other players out here trying to drift. Now, thankfully, the ghosting was on because obviously we would have got smacked around quite a bit. So I did like that aspect. I don't know if we're going to be able to turn ghosting on when the game does come out, maybe actually get some proper drifting lobbies in. That would be pretty cool. But I really enjoyed the format of this. It was 3 laps around, and you know, the most amount of points takes it all. So I didn't do the greatest at the start. I wasn't really focused on, you know, holding points, more or less just kind of trying to learn how to drift. I had no handbrake. That was the other big problem. I didn't know where the handbrake was on the wheel. I wasn't really prepared to do any drifting, and then this was our final event of the day, and then he just kind of threw us on with the drifting. So it was super fun. I was really glad that I got to be a part of this, and we got to drive the 370Z. Now, first impressions on the force feedback for drifting, I really enjoyed it. You know, the car felt heavy enough where I was able to throw it and keep that drift momentum going. Now, I didn't really fully get a handle of the car, say, until the last lap or so, but right here, just kind of a freestyle, just learning what I'm doing out here and just trying to extend some of the gears. I wish we had a little bit more power with this. That was really my problem. I couldn't, you know, extend what I wanted to do, and then, you know, slowly had to learn how to drive the car to really keep as much angle as possible. And I kind of like that, right? It was a kind of a not a steep learning curve, if you will, but it was more than I expected it to, and it felt really good and consistent on the wheel. That was one of the biggest things. Now, obviously, when you have your full rig set up, you're going to have your clutch pedal, your handbrake, and I'm super excited to be playing this when it does come out, and I think in less than a month, we are very close to the release of Grid Legends. If you guys have not already pre-ordered, make sure you guys go ahead, click the link down below to take yourself to the landing page. But I mean, like I said, I was just impressed the fact that 1, we were able to have 22 players on this server at once, and 2, you were able to join into these servers if you wanted to mid-race. So if you're on a 10-lap race, say, your friend gets on lap 5, you're like, hey man, join in. You just have to join into the session and you take control of an AI car. I thought that was one of the coolest things. I don't think that has ever been done in any racing game that I've seen or played. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section down below. But super cool stuff coming from Grid Legends. Really excited to get my hands on the full version of this, dive into the story mode, and just start unlocking cars and playing. And that's one of the biggest things. I want to play this game. I want to get to my own vehicles instead of having to test drive these vehicles, and I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Right here, this is where I started to understand the point system. I'm like, okay, I see my multiplier climbing up. We're going to keep this drift as long as I possibly can. So this is the start of, I would say, the better drifting portion of this episode. So we're now holding a 16 times combo, 31,000, and we're in 6th place. However, if you guys look up top, I mean, first place is at 2.7 million points already without even having anything else banked. So, right, we already lost this for first place, but we're now fighting for 5th with DD right in front of us up there, and it was a fun time. There were so many people in this server, and it was really awesome to see Codemasters bring everybody together for this event, and I really do hope that we keep the vibes going moving forward even after the release of this game, and we still see these servers packed, having fun, and I'm hoping that the game chat works nice as well too. We're currently on lap 3, final lap, holding 24 times combo with a 52,000 points holding. Now, obviously, all I need to do is go off the track or hit something, and my combo score is over. So it got a little bit nerve-wracking coming to the edge of some of these when I am holding this much. This is going to be, you know, the difference between me staying in top 10 and being at the bottom of the pack. So I really wanted to make sure I held this just so I didn't look stupid on this damn race, because I didn't do anything well after that first race. If you guys seen our first episode that I posted the other day, we were doing a bunch of racing with everybody, and I was podium the first race, and then, you know, basically after that it went downhill. So I had a great time though, nonetheless, and obviously we got great footage from the day, so huge thank you for everybody that did come around for the first episode and for today. But you guys can see I'm getting a little bit more comfortable on the wheel. We did stick that big combo, put us in 4th place on the board, so just under 2 million points coming around for this final lap, and this is actually a decent sized track. Now right here, I do go off, I do believe at the very end, yeah. Chain lost, collision, not the way you want to finish it. However, 7th place. Like I said, we may have missed out on a bunch of points right at the end, and that's just the way she goes sometimes. However, top 10, right? I'm happy with that at the end of the day, right? It's respectable, I feel like. We had Cowtown with a massive 7 mil with DD. We had Pierce, James, and Greg. All was 7 mil out there. Oh my goodness, man. That is absolutely impressive. I'm going to need to get onto the controller with this and see how I drift compared with the wheel. Maybe I can do a better score. I don't know. That's going to be the fun of getting this game and trying everything out. Now, Cowtown did say he was on the keyboard for that event, which is wild to say that, because he smashed it with 5, 6, 9 mil. Like, I mean, it just shows you anything's possible on this game if you try, right? That's the biggest thing. Just put a little thought into it, and you never know what can happen. Now, that is going to be the only clips that I have for the drifting events. However, this game is dropping February 25th, so very, very soon. Make sure you guys go ahead and mark your calendars. And I'd love to know down below in the comment section, what are your thoughts on the drifting? Obviously, we don't have much to show on this one. We got a car that's a little bit underpowered for what I wanted on this track. We had a lot of people just kind of moving around, but, you know, the main things are the lighting system on this game is gorgeous. You guys can see all the fireworks in the background. We got the laser show going off, all the reflections, the headlights. There is a lot going on this gameplay. So, you know, it's really cool to see this level of detail on this game, even for, you know, a nighttime situation. So they've really put a lot of thought, seems like, into the presentation of this game, and I think it handles just as well as it looks out there. You know, on the wheel, from the controller racing that I did a little back, I didn't do any controller drifting, so that's really the biggest thing that I want to test out. But I feel like we'll get a lot more speed and a little bit more points if we were on the controller. I don't know yet, but that's my theory. I'd like to know down below, wheel to controller, who do you think is going to get the most points? We're definitely going to have a little damn drift off when this game does come out to see how that would go. Maybe get everybody into the lobby. We'll do 22 people, half on wheel, half on controller, and we'll see where they place. That would be pretty cool, right? That would be really cool. If you guys have not already, join up to the Discord group. That's where that's all going to be going down. I've been working with Deoxy on there. He's been helping me out quite a bit, so huge thank you. I just made 2 other people mods. That'll be the homepage for anything top 10 drift, so submit all of your clips on there. That's just the new way. 2022 is fast approaching. We are here on Okatama on the final drift sections here, and this was just a lot of fun. Like I said, having everybody together, it was a different vibe than just doing the single events that we did previously on our last build that we had on the Grid Legends. So just a huge thank you, like I said, to Codemasters and EA for setting this all up. All the game developers, all the people that have been helping with the community. They are top tier people that just want to help you at the end of the day. So it's been really cool. These guys are fun. They're great gamers as well too. As you guys can see, a lot of these guys were doing really well today. So it was awesome to see them interacting with everybody else in the community and just putting together a great event. So huge thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. The community seems to be pretty happy with this game. It just has that old school grid feel to it, and I can't put my finger on it. If you guys can, let me know. Huge thank you once again for watching. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow on the channel. I'm out. Peace.